All right, The Last Dance documentary series is a huge hit on ESPN. For those who haven't seen it, the series focuses on Michael Jordan's career with the Chicago Bulls and their final championship season in 1998. And of course, the Utah Jazz play a big role in that history. So we thought it would be interesting to take a deep dive into that history between Michael Jordan and the Utah Jazz, going all the way back to his rookie season in 1984-85.
3 seconds left. Inbounds pass to Green. He'll have to hurry. 2 seconds. 1 second. It's a 3-point basket. He threw in a home run ball.
That was the fastest of them all. Ricky Green beating the quarter clock for 3, but his airness. He had moments too. Jordan finished with 26 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals. Not a lot of help from his team though. The block by Eaton. Then the outlet to the Golden Griff for the jam. Griffith and Daly combined for 54 points. Rich Kelly had 13 off the bench. Jazz won 110-92. In Chicago that year, Jordan had 28 and 5 steals, but he and the Jazz were no match for Daryl Griffith and his 40 points in that game.
All right, here's an easy question. Who's the Rookie of the Year in your mind, Jordan or Akeem?
That's an easy one, huh?
It actually will be one of the hardest decisions in years.
Houston's winning since acquiring Akeem, but Michael has really made an impact on the league, and I think that's what most of the people go by, his performance, so I think he probably would get it.
It's really hard. If I had to narrow it down for excitement, I would pick Michael Jordan.
So you can't make up your mind either?
No, I think I'll go with both of them.
There's no question in my mind that Akeem should be the Rookie of the Year.
I have to give the edge to Michael Jordan.
It's a tough choice, but I'd say between the two, I think Michael Jordan will get it.
So according to our academy, the Jazz, the winner of the NBA Rookie of the Year should be Michael Jordan of the Chicago Bulls. He'll take home the Oscar on this night for 1985 Rookie of the Year. Jim Nantz, Eyewitness Sports.
And that is exactly how it went down back in 1985. And if you've been watching The Last Dance, then you saw how frustrated Michael Jordan was with how the Bulls handled his second season. He played in only 18 games because of a broken foot. After he healed, he was held to a strict minutes limit. When it came to the playoffs, he went off against the Celtics. But because of the injury, he did not face the Jazz in the 85-86 season, but they knew he was greatness in the making.
If I were a sculptor and I was going to make the perfect player, it would be Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan is probably poetry in motion, and he's definitely going to be a legend.
Abbey with his hands full, both at 6'6". Jordan drives by him with ease and slams it in. He looks for the shot, turn underneath, put it up on a reverse. What a shot, he scores it. And Mark Eaton was right there. On a 3-on-2.
Let's jump ahead to year 3, December 3rd, 1986, the first time Jordan and the Mailman met in the Salt Palace. Mark Eaton had 7 blocks, this one leading to a Malone hammer. He had 24. Jordan had 45 points and 6 steals, and he brought his air show with him, but the Jazz out-rebounded the Bulls 50-38. And Daryl Griffith converting this one with a dunk. The Jazz won the game 99-94. Later that year in Chicago, Mark Eaton had 16 points and 13 rebounds, 9 blocks. Of course, Jordan was doing Jordan things, making circus shots look easy. The Bulls built a 9-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. MJ led the Bulls with 27, but the Jazz rallied. Big T and Eaton running the give and go. Bailey had 15 off the bench, just over a minute to go. The Mailman cuts the lead to 1. Then with just under 20 seconds left, Malone gives the Jazz the lead. Bulls turn, they give it to Jordan on the block, but Mark Eaton strips it away, and the Jazz rally for a 91-89 victory. Jordan off to an 0-4 start against the Jazz so far in his career, but the 87-88 season was a different story. In Chicago, Jordan dropped 45 points and 8 assists on the Jazz in a 113-91 win. In Salt Lake City, Jordan was unstoppable, but the Jazz still had a 6-point lead at the half, thanks to Karl Malone, who had 33 points. Also 11 assists from Stockton in the game. The Bulls rallied in this game. Jordan's spinning jumper give the Bulls a 1-point lead in the final minute. And the Bulls went on to win, but one of the memorable dunks of Jordan's career came against the Jazz when, poor Mel Turpin was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Jordan says, is he big enough after picking on John Stockton? Yeah, Big Mel gets posterized. A classic dunk by Jordan. Early in the 88 season, Jordan threw down on Mike Brown. Then Karl Malone threw down his elbow right on Jordan's nose. Jordan left the game, but still had 33 points. The Jazz were in top form. The block from Big Mark. Malone the save. Eaton to Stockton. We're on the run. Guess who finishes? Karl Malone. The mailman delivers. 19 and 3 steals. Jazz blow out the Bulls 107-93. Shortly after the new year in Chicago, more of the same. Jordan dunking on Big T. He dunked on everybody back then. 27 from Jordan, then a little Stockton to Malone. Ends with a dustbuster from Karl. Woo! You know what? Thurl's going to get a little revenge, too, with his block on Jordan. It's going to lead to a Stockton outlet to Malone for an easy 2. The Jazz win on the road, 106-92. Malone led everyone with 30, and Stockton added 19 assists.
10 rebounds, and they have them all. Stockton left side. Alley-oop to Malone. Slam dunk. Up top, Thurl. Stolen by Jordan. He'll go all the way. Michael Jordan. Same play.
Jordan and Malone trading dunks in the 89-90 season. Mailman with 27 and 19. Stockton 11 and 16. Jordan had 43 points and 7 steals. One got the Bulls within 2 in the final 30 seconds, but the Jazz held on for a 4-point win. The most memorable game between Jordan's Bulls and the Utah Jazz in the 1980s has to be the game in Salt Lake City in the 88-89 season. Actually, it was the 89-90 season, but it was in 1989. Jordan, in what's become a common theme in these highlights, scored 40 against the Jazz. The Jazz were down 7 with 40 seconds left. Stockton going to get the 3. They badly needed it. He's got it. That lead is now down to 4. Bulls on the inbound. Stockton, the steal. Going to go ahead to Blue Edwards. He gets it to go. The lead is now 2. Then with the Jazz down 1, take it away, Hot Rod.
They do. Stock's got it. He's got running room. Stockton, down, hang it up. It's good. The Jazz win it. The Jazz win it. I can't believe it. The Jazz win it. An unbelievable finish. John Stockton, Robin layup. Can you believe it?
108-107 the final, and perhaps the greatest ending between these two teams, at least if you're a Jazz fan.